could literally become the next MrBeast, because just a few years ago, Mack was living on Airrack's couch, but now he's working with MrBeast and creating some of the most viewed pieces of content on the entire planet. But what if I told you that Mack actually predicted his own success? Because there were just 6 things that Mack needed to do in order to conquer YouTube. So how did Mack manage to achieve all of this in such a short amount of time? Well, to find out, we need to go back to 2019, when Mack made the decision to move in with his friend Eric. See, Mack had little to no money at this point, but what he did have was incredible editing skills, and the people around him knew this. So when this guy called Eric decided to start a YouTube channel, he knew the perfect video editor to help him with it. At this time, Eric's channel only had around 1,000 subscribers, but just 1 year later, this same channel would have over 1 million subscribers and would go on to gain a further 15 million a couple of years later. But for now, Mack had a big problem. See, he didn't just want to work on a small YouTube channel, he wanted to work in Hollywood. He loved the big productions, the narratives, the editing, and Mack thought that maybe one day he would make his own videos. But for now, Mack had to take the opportunities in front of him. So he started working for his friend Eric, and in the meantime, literally living on his couch. At this time, Eric was posting videos to YouTube weekly, so Mack was able to spend a lot of time refining his editing skills and perfecting his craft. But little did Mack know that a few weeks later, a video would be posted which changed his life. See, Mack's friend Eric is actually Airrack, and when he posted a video called "I Stole MrBeast's $800,000 Island," everything would change for the both of them. See, Mack had worked on so many Airrack videos before this, but this one had got over 7 million views. And as a cool bonus, Mack was actually in the video.
Baseball, basketball, football, and curling.
From this point on, Mack started to realize the potential of YouTube. Although he wanted to work in Hollywood, he started to think that maybe YouTube was actually the way forward. And although in the back of his mind he was having thoughts of wanting to start his own YouTube channel, he had no choice but to focus on the task at hand, which was going viral with Airrack. Throughout 2020, Airrack and Mack would continue to work together to build the channel, with seemingly every single video getting more views than the last. All of a sudden, it wasn't so out of the ordinary to be getting over 5 million views a video. And although this seemed a lot at the time, Mack would later go on to make videos which got billions of views and completely destroy the algorithm in the process. But Mack wasn't at this point yet. He was still living with Airrack and still didn't really have that much free time to create whatever he wanted, which led Mack to a dilemma. He could continue to work with Airrack, or he could leave and pursue his dream of Hollywood. In the end, Mack decided to stay, which ended up being the right decision, as a few months later, on December 20th, 2020, Mack and Airrack would decide to literally strand themselves on an island until they reached 1 million subscribers. And on the 1st of January 2021, it finally happened.
Let's go, bro. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Mack and Airrack were on top of the world. They finally achieved their dream of hitting 1 million subscribers, and even better, they did it on an island in the middle of nowhere. But even with all of this success, Mack still felt empty. He thought his life couldn't get much better. After all, this is what he asked for. All he wanted to do this whole time was just work at a big production, and now he was leading that production with one of his best friends. But he still needed that creativity. Nevertheless, Mack still continued to be in Airrack's videos, and over the course of 2021, Mack and Airrack had now managed to grow the channel even more. Now, instead of getting 5 million views per video, they were getting 10 million, and instead of earning nothing, Mack was now earning tens of thousands. And at the start of 2022, Mack made another regular scheduled appearance in an Airrack video, titled "I Actually Climbed a Building Like Spider-Man." What Mack didn't know at this time was that after this video was posted, he would start to become less and less involved in the Airrack channel, and only actually appear in a select handful of videos, right up until this video was posted, which was his last ever appearance on the Airrack channel. So what happened? Did he finally have enough for editing? Did he fall out with Airrack? Or did something much more dark happen? Well, Mack wouldn't be seen anywhere until more than a year later, when he posted a video on his own YouTube channel titled the start. This video wasn't anything special. It was literally just him talking to the camera and stating his intentions of what he wants to do with the channel.
I want to bring something new to the table. I love movies. I love cinematography. I love VFX. I love real, vulnerable, emotional storytelling, and I want to make something new. Not conforming to any meta, and actually tell stories that make people feel something.
However, what happened next, no one was ready for. Just 2 days later, on April 29th, 2023, Mack posted his first actual video to YouTube. It was titled Surviving 100 Hours Controlled by AI. And in its first day of being public, it did much better than Mack expected, getting 344,000 views just in the first 24 hours. Over the next couple of months, this video would go on to get over 2.5 million views, with it now, as of 2025, sitting at over 4 million. This had literally never been done before, and it was completely unheard of for a new channel to get 4 million views on its first video. But Mack proved everyone wrong. See, the reason that this video did so well was because, unlike all the high-octane videos you see on YouTube, this video focused on actually telling a good story. After all, that is what he set out to do with his channel. But little did Mack know that in just a couple of months, he would be forced to make the biggest decision of his entire life. See, at this point, Mack was still in contact with Airrack, even getting a comment on his video from him saying, "If you don't subscribe to this man, you're disowned from the mafia." But just above Airrack's comment was another comment from none other than MrBeast. It read, "Mack is going to be a goat one day. Mark my words." And when you get these sorts of words of encouragement from MrBeast, you know you're doing something right. But MrBeast didn't just comment on Mack's video, he also privately contacted him. Why? Well, Jimmy wanted Mack to work on the MrBeast channel. See, at this point, Mack had been refining his editing skills for years upon years, and MrBeast noticed this, so he wanted to trial Mack to see how he'd fare with being an editor on the MrBeast team. And for the next couple of months, he started to work at MrBeast and learn more about YouTube. After all, this is probably the closest he will ever get to Hollywood. But out of the blue, on October 7th, 2023, a video was posted to the MrBeast YouTube channel, which completely switched everyone's perspective of who Mack really was. The video was titled World's Most Dangerous Trap, and it consisted of a contestant having to get through MrBeast's traps for a large sum of money as a reward, 800,000 to be exact. However, the contestant was Mack. But this video wasn't even about the money for Mack. See, in previous challenge videos like these, the contestant always stands out from the crowd as the star of the video. So, if Mack could put on a show, he could get invited back to feature in more MrBeast videos. And after completing the first challenge with ease, Mack was off to a good start. And little did Mack know that he would actually go on to complete every single challenge in that video, right up until the very last one.
Wait, what just happened? Oh, no. Oh.
But despite Mack losing out on $800,000, the comments rightfully wanted Mack back in the MrBeast video, with some going as far to say, "This guy deserves to get hired by MrBeast, he has the right energy." So 4 months later, on February 10th, 2024, Mack appeared in another MrBeast video, titled Face Your Biggest Fear to Win $800,000. And this time, Mack advanced through the challenges even faster, until again...
Oh my gosh. Well, I don't need that anymore.
Now, at this point, Mack was losing hope. But when he was in a video titled 7 Days Stranded on an Island, he got offered the opportunity of a lifetime.
Now here's a picture of you losing 700 grand.
Bro, why? Why go?
You'll see it 1 second, don't worry. Now, I didn't do this to make fun of Mack for losing $1.5 million.
Really? Because that's exactly what it feels like you're doing.
I did this to say, we're gonna give you another chance in one final video.
No shot.
But this is your final shot.
You're gonna give me a third shot?
Your final shot.
I got another shot!
And now that Mack had one more chance, he needed to succeed. And on June 15th, 2024, in a video titled World's Deadliest Obstacle Course, Mack finally got the ending he deserved.
You did
And the money wasn't even the best part, as because at this point, these 3 videos had generated nearly 1 billion views. Mack was now cemented as part of the MrBeast team, and was here to stay. But remember when I said that Mack's dream was to work on Hollywood? Well, in less than a year after this video took place, Mack would have the chance to work on something even bigger than Hollywood. See, in December of 2024, the first episode of Beast Games premiered on Amazon Prime, and in charge of it all was Mack. Although previously to Beast Games, Mack was simply just the lead editor, he was now in charge of directing voice lines and even controlling parts of the game show.
Competing for it are 1,000 contestants.
And competing for it are 1,000 contestants.
And after all this time, Mack had finally achieved his dream of working on one of the largest productions on the entire planet. And whether he will continue to work at the MrBeast team is a completely different question. But what we do know is that Mack is one of the greatest YouTube geniuses to ever live. And if you enjoyed this video, I would love it if you subscribed, as I currently have 2,000 subscribers and would love to reach 10,000 by the end of the year. And of course, thank you for watching.